Welcome back to the channel. Like always, my name's Fsly. I'm a self-taught investor looking for new opportunities to add to my long-term portfolio. So I am very excited about today's episode. Today I'm gonna show some of the stocks that are on my watch list. Like most of you, I put money into the market every single week. Every time I get a paycheck, I put more money into my account to overall grow. So all these companies in my watch list are ones that I have done strong fundamentals, and I am just looking at that price performance right now if it's giving me a great opportunity to buy in or to add into my current position. So today's episode, we are actually gonna take a look at 21 positions that I'm looking. It's going to be a pretty quick one. It's going to be more like a speed dating of just looking at the overall volume profile on these stocks. Right now, it is Thanksgiving, so the market is closed. First, I just want to say, hope you guys enjoy your holidays with your family. And I want to say thank you for all the support I'm getting. I truly appreciate it. So today, out of this 21, I'm probably going to end up choosing 3 or 4. And I think I'm going to do that episode tomorrow once I take a look at my portfolio and see what market am I wanting to add to right now. But before we start, make sure to smash that like button. It helps so much with the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to check out on my comment on my pinned description. Links to my Discord channel is free to anybody that wants to join. I post every time I buy. I post every time I sell in there. And like I said, it's completely free. We have over 1,000 members, and it's a great community for investors that want to learn. You should also see a link to Webull. If you sign up following that link and deposit $100, we both could get I think we both get 2 free stocks right now. And don't forget to check out the merch, guys. Self-taught investor. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are just like me. All right, so first let me explain how they make it into this green list. So to make it into the green list, first they need to be a company that have done some form of research on before, or they need to be a company that's in my portfolio. Because if they are in my portfolio, it means I have done my due diligence on them. After that, so first they need to make that list. Then they have to be, their price has to not be overextended. A lot of companies in my portfolio are overextended. During these times, I normally do not add unless I am truly convicted into their stock and believe they are going to continue to do better. And that's very rare for me to buy when it's overextended. So the second thing, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at stocks that are not overextended and are sitting somewhere in the strong volume profile part. So the first company we're going to take a look at is Activision. Activision is in the gaming industry. One I am very happy to own, one of my favorite markets. The all-time high right now is $87.73, and right now the stock price is sitting at $76.51. So if anybody's looking for a gaming stock, this is one to definitely keep an eye out. We can see right now, right here, right, it is not overextended from its moving averages. It has seen a nice pull down compared to that all-time highs when everybody was so happy that gaming was going to continue. Obviously now with people going back to reality, people are expecting gaming companies to end up doing bad, but I still see great potential in Activision, and this one, it is definitely one to look at. We can see strong volume profile. I see a strong support here at 74. This shows a huge amount of volume, and it's also showing me, I believe this is the 200 moving average for me. Yep, so for those that want to know, I use the 200-day EMA, the 20-day EMA, and the 50-day EMA. So next, let's take a look at Ayx Alterax. This is in the data analysis software company. So this is, again, was doing amazing when this whole cloud industry was booming. They have seen some form of reduction on the revenue or on their guidance that has definitely pulled down the stock, some change in management. But we can see right now from its all-time high of $185, right now it's sitting at $117. I am seeing strong support here around $108. And remember, these are not trades. I'm doing these for long-term investments, but I do like to obviously purchase at great prices based on previous volume on the stock. And we can see there is a lot of volume between here, $108 and $121, which tells me this is probably going to be a strong resistance point for this company. Overall, at this price, I still believe it's great to keep an eye on. The next one we're going to take a look at is Beyond Meat. These right now, the industry of plant-based is doing amazing. We're seeing that strong revenue growth they're seeing. Like I said, I've done previous videos on all of them. Right now, it has a high of $197.50. It hit that sometime in October 8th. Right now, it is sitting at $139.58. So it has pulled back a lot. Again, we're seeing huge volume between these levels of $115 and $141. That's where a lot of investors have bought in. So to me, it's another great price another point to keep an eye on. We can see it's not overextended from its moving averages. Next, we're going to take a look at Chegg, the one that deals with the Chegg, the one that deals with the educational platform, online education. Great way for us students to cheat. Just kidding, NJIT, if you're watching this, it's a joke. So Chegg right now, ticker CHGG. And let me just repeat that. Activision for all my podcast listeners was ticker ATVI. Alterax was AYX. Beyond Meat is BYND. Right now, Chegg is CHGG. So right now, Chegg has a high of $89.99. It did not make it to that $90. That's pretty sad. Come on, Chegg. You couldn't get that A. Next, all right, so current price right now is $72.57. We can see a huge, nice amount of support here within that $65, $64 range. We're also seeing the 200 moving average around that area, which is giving great support levels. We see there is a nice amount of volume being bought between this $64 and $79. All right, the next company we're going to take a look at is Salesforce, ticker CRM. Customers relationship management tools that is used obviously by a lot of big companies. They are in the talks of buying Slack, and that's the major reason stock price is down. Few things we can see is the high of this company is $284. It is right now sitting at $246. We are seeing strong volumes here around 240 levels. We see the step here, and that tells me, right, it's not overextended right now. We can see from its moving averages, and it has a great support level. So it might be a great time for me to continue to add to this position. Datadog, this is one I'm actually pretty excited. It's one of my smallest positions that I have right now, and it's one that I kind of want to add on. So I do believe this one's going to be in a big potential to be added on this week. So Datadog, the high is $118. Right now it's sitting at $93.51. We're seeing huge support here around the $80. We also see a lot of volume being bought in around this price, especially around this $91. We can see this amount of volume. I do believe it might be a great position for me to add on. Next, we're going to take a look at Doji. And for those that don't know Datadog, the ability to take a look at a way to look at your application that you're developing and get all the information from it, seeing if you have any form of slowness, any form of errors that are doing some form of they're making some form of conflict in your application. Next, we're going to take a look at Doji. This is an esports streaming platform. Right now, esports is one of my favorite markets. All-time highs of $17.85. Right now, it is sitting at $13.99 with huge support at $13.44. Right? The support doesn't mean it's not going to go under that. It just means it's going to be very difficult. We can see it being tested multiple times. So again, it could still be broken, but again, if one wants to add into the esports, Doji is one to take a look at, or if not, Ouya. Next, EA. We see gaming industries have been getting hit right now. A high of $147. Right now it's sitting at $121. We're seeing huge volumes within this $120 price range. Again, very good. I think I'm very happy with my overall EA position right now. So personally, I don't think I'm gonna add, but it's great to have on my watch list. It's not overextended, and it's a price point with great volume. Next, we have Facebook. Facebook is a tier 1 stock for me. Very, very nice right now. It is not overextended. It has pulled back a high of $304. Right now sitting at $275. We're seeing nice amount of volume here within this $275, $270. I want to say we're going to have a nice amount of support within that $263 price point. That's where I'm seeing a lot of volume right now. The closest support, again, doesn't mean it's the strongest, but it is the closest support. Next, we're going to take a look at Fsly. Fsly, you can see that $65 price range is amazing. Great price to entry. I've been doing videos on this one. I'm for sure I did a video around this price point as well. All-time high of $136.50. Right now it is sitting at $83. We see a lot of volume again around this price point. Fsly, pretty much the easiest way. It makes the internet faster. Pretty much, if you guys want to learn more about it, check out my other videos on them. Next, we have Microsoft, another tier 1 stock for me, ticker MSFT. And for those that didn't know, Fsly, ticker FSLY. Microsoft right now is sitting at $213. Again, we're seeing a lot of volume within these areas. I do believe this 200 price point seems to be a very strong support for Microsoft. We've seen it test a few times. It has a high of 232. I mean, Microsoft is in everything right now with the new gaming. They're doing amazing with the clouding Azure. And they're also doing great with the subscription base with their Microsoft Office. So what's there not to like about Microsoft? Next, we're going to see another gaming company, Nintendo, ticker NTDOY if you're in the United States. I know in different countries, if they're over the counter, they are different tickers. But here right now, all-time high of $73.75. Right now it's sitting at $66.60. And I do see a nice amount of support here at $62. Nintendo is one I'm liking a lot, not because of they don't have many new consoles, but more the overall IP that they have with Mario, Super Mario, Zelda, Link, and all these platforms that they can move into the mobile gaming. Next, we have Nvidia, the GPUs that pretty much control the world, ticker Nvda. This is another one that I think might make a huge potential being added into my position. I want to increase my overall position size on Nvidia. Right now, it is not overextended. We're seeing huge volumes within this. It seems like it's making that nice leg right now. All-time highs of $589. Right now, it's sitting at $529. And guys, before we go any further, don't forget to check out my second channel, Jose Najarro Entrepreneur, where I pretty much talk about money topics outside the stock markets. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it. Make sure to check it out, Jose Najarro Entrepreneur. You should also see a link down there below under on my pinned description, and my pinned comment. So the next stock we're going to take a look at is Peloton, the one that has changed the fitness game right now, especially with everybody staying at home. I know I've talked about this in around the $90 price point, so it is looking pretty good right now. It has had a high of $139.75. Right now it is sitting at $106.94. The only thing I want to say about Peloton is there's not much volume in any specific portion. Maybe right now in the around 100 price point we're seeing some form of volume, but no, there's no really stock price that has seen much volume, so there's not much support for Peloton. Next, we're going to take a look at Redfin all-time highs of $56.31. The overall changing the way to purchase companies, purchase houses, purchase real estate investment, and very similar to Zillow if you guys are familiar with Zillow. Zillow is one that is being bought up a lot by Ayx and other investment firms, but I do like Redfin a lot more right now. So Redfin has seen a lot of movement here within this 40 price point. We can see, I do believe around the 40s we'll have a nice amount of support level, but right now we can see it is not overextended, and again, a very small position for me. I'm not sure if this is gonna make my list now that I'm looking at it. Next, we're gonna take a look at Tencent. Again, another tier 1 stock for me. Right now sitting at $74. I see a nice amount of support around the $72.80. All-time highs of $81.35. This is the biggest gaming company right now. They own so many companies. They own so many gaming. They own portions of C. They own portions of Huya. They own portions of Doji. They own some part of Spotify, Activision, Epic Games, and every other big gaming industry out there. So this is ticker TCEHY. Next, we're going to take a look at Teledoc. Right now, it has done a massive pullback, all-time high of $253. Right now, sitting at $190. We're seeing a nice amount of volume within its current prices. Again, very good to have on the watch list. I think Teledoc is another one that will make it on probably like my top 5 to buy. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut these down, and usually I end up buying about 3 or 4 new stocks. Next, we're going to take a look at Tattoo Chef. Very similar to Beyond Meat, except they're more focused on pre-made food already. in the plant-based industry. Ticker TTCF. This was a SPAC, and you can see that hype. Normally, I hate buying SPACs on the hypes. You can see how overextended, all-time high of $28.64. I ended up entering, I believe, in around the $17, $16, so I am a little bit down on this stock, but right now is current price of $15.94. We can see a nice amount of volume being here around these levels. I want to say if it breaks below $15, it might be a really scary time for this company. So if it does break below that 15, we can see there's not much volume outside of there. So the next one we're going to take a look at is Twilio. This is the company that helps you create some form of communication on your application, either video, texting, email. So Twilio is being used by a lot of big companies. And even if a simple application developer wants to have small texting, Twilio is the platform to use. All-time high of $341. Right now sitting at $305. We can see not overextended from its moving averages, but very similar to Peloton, that there's no real portion, a real movement right now where there is strong support levels based on that volume profile. Next, we're going to take a look. I think this is, nope, there's two more. Next, we're going to take a look at TWOU, 2U Inc. This is pretty much an e-learning company helping you. I believe it's pretty big in China, pretty much expanding into the overall educational online platform, which is the market I believe will continue to grow in. All-time highs of $49.46, right now sitting at $33.25. I do believe this portion around $32, $30 is a nice support level. We can see this kind of steps around here and there. The final company we're going to take a look at is Workday, ticker WDAY. Not one I'm really thinking of adding, but it is in my portfolio right now. All-time highs of $248, right now sitting at $214. We can see, I want to say we see nice amount of support here within the 210, 208 levels. And if as long as that doesn't get broken, I think this will be a great position to keep an eye on. So these are the 21 stocks. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this episode. This was pretty much a form of speed dating, just really quick, see all the companies that are out there right now that are not overextended from their moving averages. Take care, guys. Have a good night and see you next time.